Hello, everyone, and we are starting the module on commodity-based versus differentiation, from perspective of generic competitive strategies in agriculture. And we are gonna go and break this module in 4 videos, small videos. One about generic competitive strategies that we're gonna introduce. What is it? Later on, we're gonna move to cost advantage, differentiation advantage, and finally talk a little bit about efficiency frontier. So to start, what is competitive or generic competitive strategy in agriculture? Generic strategy, it's also referred as business positioning. And when you think on the value chain, we can analyze all players in different components of that. And when you think, for instance, let's take farmers here, we can separate how farmers, what they do to stay competitive in that industry, right? How do they fit external and internal resources to be sustainable on the long run? And we have here this framework that is that is a work from Michael Porter. He's one of the biggest researchers on the strategy. He's from Harvard. He has, um, I'm quoting here, I'm quoting him here uh, on this framework. Though a firm can have a myriad of strengths and weaknesses vis-a-vis its competitors, there are two basic types of competitive advantage a firm can possess: low cost or differentiation. And we are going to talk about that and try to highlight a couple things, especially within agriculture, right? So keep that in mind. In order to sustain in business, farmers, for instance, they either have a cost leadership strategy or a differentiation leadership strategy, or something in between or mixed. And just quickly, what is the difference between those? We have here an average competitor here. We're taking farmers as this case, but we can think also on input companies or traders or other particular segment. And we have here an average competitor that has this amount in blue here of value perceived by customer and cost. And the difference here, we can call it economic value added related to profits. You can think of, it's not exactly the same, but you can think of that. And we have here our first strategy, cost leadership strategy. So as you guys might already think, uh, a cost leadership strategy is a competitor or a player that is delivering the same value to customers, however, at a lower cost. So it's generating more economic value added. On the other hand, we have the differentiation leadership strategy, where with the same cost, this player is actually delivering more value to customers, and therefore his economic value added is also enhanced. And we can think also on a mix. We call a dual strategy, a dual competitive strategy, but it has also some concerns. But basically, picture that as we move on. Thanks.